Welcome to our session. Today we're going to be talking about OKRs and achieving organizational alignment with Monday.com. My name is Osnat, and over the past couple of years I've had the privilege of leading the customer success team here at ESL. Before joining this incredible team over 2 years ago, I was navigating the bustling corridors of the hotel industry. It's a whole different world, but both places have taught me the value of top-notch service. A little bit about ESL. We launched in 2005 and our journey has been incredible. Based in Israel, we've become the bridge connecting businesses to the right tech solutions. A significant milestone for us was partnering with Monday.com in 2016, becoming Platinum Partners in 2018, and most recently we were awarded Partner of the Year EMEA 2022. We work with over 500 companies from various verticals of business, assisting them to seamlessly adapt to Monday.com. Our journey into OKRs was intentional, shaped by actively tuning into the needs and requests of many of our clients. Drawing from the best practices, we developed a dedicated OKR solution built on top of Monday that leans on the most up-to-date business practices. So what exactly are OKRs? The acronym stands for Objectives and Key Results, a collaborative approach to setting goals that fosters progress, ensures alignment, and boosts engagement. Whether you're a startup or a global conglomerate, a team or an individual, the OKRs fit the bill. Industry leaders, including Google and LinkedIn, champion OKRs for their ability to sharpen focus and enhance alignment. Let's simplify the OKRs for a moment. At the top, we have the objective, the primary target that we're aiming for. Directly beneath, we find the key results, or OKRs, which are measurable indicators of how we achieve that objective. Then those key results become goals tailored for individual teams, which can be further broken down into specific tasks. This structure promotes both clarity and organizational alignment. So why embrace OKRs? For one, they help us focus. They help us to channel our efforts, emphasizing what truly matters. Alignment. With OKRs, everybody from top to bottom knows the trajectory, promoting unity. Efficiency. By defining clear roles, OKRs ensure teams don't duplicate efforts. Accountability. With key results in place, monitoring progress becomes intuitive, enabling us to refine our strategies when necessary. And adaptability. The business world is dynamic. OKRs provide the structure that allows for flexibility and nimbleness. Streamline your OKR management with combined power of Monday and the ESL solution. Start by setting clear objectives to define your direction. Next, establish measurable key results to track your progress. Further, support your objectives with actionable initiatives, ensuring your team's efforts are purposeful. And finally, foster easy collaboration across teams and departments. Bring clarity and alignment to your organizational goals. There is a famous quote by Bono on the OKR framework, which says, "It gives us an environment for risk, for trust, where failing is not a fireable offense. And we have that sort of structure and environment and the right people, magic is just around the corner." Now that we've outlined the benefits and the structure, let's dive deeper and see it in action with a live demo. I'd like to introduce you to Green Tech, a growing startup that is looking to overcome their growing pains, and they're using the OKRs in order to do that. They want to keep everyone focused and aligned on where they want to get to by the end of this year. We have our overreaching objectives, which we can see here in our groups, which is our increased product market share by 20% of end of Q2. Within that group, we then have our key results, what we're going to do in order to push that objective to make sure that we get our market share by 20% by the end of Q4. We can use our OKR solution within Monday to help us take that huge objective and break it down into separate key results and use those key results to help the departments to focus on what is important in order to push that objective for the company. So if we look at our OKRs, within Monday itself, we all know that Monday can build items, we all know that Monday can move things around, and it's a wonderful tool. But there was one secret ingredient that we needed to develop in order to make this OKR solution work. And what it does is it creates groups in separate boards and connects all those items back up for us. So in our company objectives board, we can not only see our main objectives, we can also see where our different departments are within their key results and how we can assist them as a management team to push their results forward. And not only that, we're taking these huge objectives and we're breaking them down further down into the department objectives, which allows them to break down their initiatives and find the right tools that will push this objective forward. So if we're looking at achieve 10% in growth in product sales by the end of Q2, we can see that our driver here is Michael, and we can see our departments are sales and marketing. In order to see where we're standing with these sales and marketing objectives, if I go over into the marketing objectives board, we'll be able to see that we have a matching group in the objectives board. Within that group, we then have our different initiatives that we're using in order to push to get that achieve the 10% growth in product sales. We can see the performance where we're standing within statuses. If we have targets and actuals, we can see our progress in percentages, as well as when do we want to have these things done. So for example, we have product sales by the end of Q2, but we actually see that we've got initiatives that are finishing in Q3 and Q4. So we can see already that we have something that we need to fix. When we're breaking this down into further initiatives, we can take it down from a department into a team and from team to individuals. So everybody has their space and everybody can go in and see what it is that they need to do and how their small task can push forward a main objective of the entire company. If we're looking at our company objectives board again, at our same achieve 10% goals, we can see our department performance as a summary here on the main board. So as we can see in the marketing board, we have a group that says achieve 10% growth, which matches that same key result that we saw in the company objectives board. The marketing team can then break that down into their different initiatives. We can see where the marketing team are within those initiatives, and we can assist them if need be from a management point of view. And from the team point of view, each one has their tasks. They go in, they see where they need to work, what they need to work on, and they also know what this task will do for the company objective and how it will push that company objective forward. So as we can see, the boards that we have in departments are not the same boards that we have in the company objectives. We have different columns, we are tracking different things. For example, one of the things we have is targets and actuals, which we don't have on the main company objective board. Our company objective board is there for our main goals, our overreaching ideals of where we want to reach to, and our initiatives in our department boards are measurable. What can we do in order to get to that objective? In the company objective boards, we can then go in and see it from a high-level point of view. We know that sales and marketing are involved. We saw the items in the marketing board. We can, from a management point of view, just come in on a monthly basis, on a bi-weekly basis, and see where we're standing within our different key results. By hovering over the status of the departments, we can see where we're standing with all our initiatives. We have 6 initiatives which are using to push the achieve 10% growth. In behind but achievable, we have 1 in sales and 2 in marketing, but we're doing really well because in marketing we have 2 that we've achieved target as well as 1 in sales. So we're basically 50-50, and this is by the end of Q2, which means that we are running behind and we need to actually break it down and see where we're standing. To do that, we can click. Once we click on that, we get into the actual initiative where we can see who the owner is and we can look at the details as to why this initiative is running behind. At the same time, we can then write in the updates. This is where we allow for collaboration. This is one of the main tools in Monday and one of the tools that we absolutely love, and that is collaboration between the team members. Even if you're not in that specific key result, you may have an expertise that your team member needs for assistance. In order to write an update, as we know, we just write in the person's name and we can say, I need your help. Once Sophia sees my message and responds to it, we can see that we have a follow-up conversation, and it allows for that collaboration to be very clear and very understandable and let the team members push to do what they need to do in order to get these objectives done. So, as we've mentioned, we have our little magic ingredient that takes from the company objectives board, creates groups in the department boards, and then connects all those items or all those initiatives back up into the company objective board. So we always have an overview of where we're standing within our OKRs. But of course, moreover than that, we've got our Monday dashboards. In our management dashboard, we get a much more visual understanding of where we're standing within our OKRs, where we're standing within our statuses, and more of a percentage idea of how we're doing with our overall progress. With charts and widgets, we get that information at a glance. So it's much easier to understand where we're standing when we're doing our monthly or bi-weekly progress reports. If we scroll down, we can see we have our different progress of our different objectives from our different teams. We've given it to you in a much more visual way. And these are, of course, clickable, so we can see where we're standing. So if I click on customer success objectives and I clicked on the send help, which means that this is something that isn't being pushed forward in the rate that it's supposed to be, I can see what the item is and how we can assist the team member to get it done. Moreover than that, we can take it down into objectives that need attention, for example, at caution or send help, and we can take it even further down into a quarterly report. So this is a report that we can see, a dashboard. In our quarterly report, we're taking it down further into details. We can see where we're standing within our objectives of this specific quarter. We have our overall initiatives progress this quarter, and we can also see in the Gantt a timeline of where we're standing with all our objectives, our status of our different objectives, and of course, our status of our different objectives per department this specific quarter. We've taken it one step further and actually allowed you to go from the main dashboard, which is the management dashboard, into the different department dashboards with just a click of a button. So at that click of a button, as you can see, we now have our quarterly report that is included as a dashboard in our management objectives board. And we have our Gantt timeline and slightly more detailed versions of where we're looking at for our management objectives. In the quarterly report, we've taken it one step further. We've actually given you an opportunity to go from the management dashboard into the different department dashboards at the click of a button. So if I click here on marketing, we'll be able to see our marketing objectives dashboard. So as much as this is similar to the quarterly report we saw for the management, it's much more fine details as it's showing information only for the marketing team. We have the same Gantt timeline, and if we scroll down, we can see an overview of where we're standing within our targets, how we're doing within our progress, and in our quarterly report, we can see a Gantt timeline of where we're standing within our different timelines of our objectives, our target overview, and where we are in our initiative progress this quarter. Thank you for listening. In the description below, you'll find a link to our partner page where you can see more details about our OKR solution and get in contact with us. We'd be happy to show you how it can work for you.